I've become more powerful than any Jedi.
Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another video. So here we've got a Count Dooku streak that I got recently on Yavin 4. Right, so firstly the cards I use, I've got the Finesse card, which is increased stamina. I've got Sith Control, which is extra health regen, which is a very important card. And the last card I've got is Balanced Duelist, which reduces the recharge time of Duelist. Alright, so we're just kind of going between the objectives here. We want to make sure that we're taking out anybody in and around the objectives, like this guy here. He was being quite annoying actually, but we got him there. We're all good. So one thing you're going to notice in a minute. So I can see a few enemies there, but I don't really want to push that because Dooku's not really good at closing the ground like that, like a Maul or a Kylo would be. We're just going around here looking for enemies. I probably should have taken the other officer out first, but luckily he didn't actually see me there. And one thing you'll notice constantly as I'm getting kills here is immediately after I deal the finishing strike, you're pressing the dash button straight away. And that's usually good if you have 2 or 3 enemies on you. What you want to be doing is dashing after every kill that you get. It makes it harder for subsequent enemies to actually kill you. So you'll notice here after I kill this guy, I dodge straight away. That's something that I've learnt to do, watching all the other guys do it, and it just becomes second nature. Another good tip is to what I like to, I think it was coined by Star Bazaar, but what you want to do is count your swings. So like, you know that it takes 2 swings to kill an infantry normally, so you don't want to be spamming like I'm doing here, spamming the R2 button. What you want to be doing is swinging once or twice, and then that should be enough to kill most infantry. That way you're not wasting both your stamina and your time by actually killing people. It's mainly just for if you have multiple enemies to deal with. Now here I stuffed that up, but if you time that jump swing well, you can go right through that window. So we've got a good start going here. We just want to make sure we're clearing out the objectives. So here there's 3 enemies here, but that officer was the one that was looking at me, the other 2 were not. So you always want to take out the enemy that is the most threatening first. And what you'll see here is, normally in that instance, I want to be closing ground on those enemies. Usually you do that by a jump swing. That's usually a good way to close ground, but in that case I was low on stamina, so a jump swing would have made it very difficult for me to actually kill those 2 troopers once I landed. Here we're just we're not pushing that because there's too many of them. Plus there's a turret looking at me. Now I've lost a bit of health here, I need to back away. I've got to be real careful of that aerial. Now I can actually still hear the guy here, so I'm just scanning, making sure I'm going to cover before I activate Duelist. I can hear him, so I know he's nearby. And luckily the exposed weakness helps me see that. So that's one thing you want to be doing with Dooku, is activating your Duelist before you go into battle. Otherwise, the time it takes for you to actually perform the animation, you can get melted, or you can lose a lot of your health. I'm just scanning through, making sure I'm taking out everyone I can see. So it's good to clear enemies in and around the objective first before you get in there. Ledges are a pain in the ass, as you can see. I can take these guys out because they're not looking at me. And I've got another instance here where there's 2 enemies. This officer to the left and there was an assault to the right. The officer was the one that was actually looking at me, so I need to take him out first. Now I've got Anakin to contend with. Just need to block a bit, use the dash, get behind cover. Now I've got a Rey to worry about. The most important thing in those situations is not to panic. And actually I make a bit of a mistake here. I knew there was infantry and a ray there, and I should not have pushed that. I should have backed away, and as you can see, it literally almost cost me my life. Now, as I run away here to get my health back, I'm anticipating that there's going to be someone who's going to chase after you. So you've just got to keep the block up, keep your ears and wits about you. As you can see, someone comes there now. Take him out fairly easily, but there's another one. Just keep your block up, wait until you can dash behind cover. That extra stamina really helps in this instance. I'm really low, I just need to back away. We've got plenty of tickets left, there's no need to panic yet. Now I can push forward. I've got to always be checking the radar now because I know there's two heroes that are threatening, both Anakin and Rey. Just got to be real careful here. I can see Anakin here now. I just want to scope out Anakin, see what his health looks like. Maybe I can scare him away. The ATST's done that for me. Just keep looking around. Now I can see Anakin again. Just want to make sure he's not going to be a threat to me. Because as soon as he pulls me with my low health, it's game over. Everyone knows what Anakins are like. Now Rey's low here and I can sneak up behind her. Unfortunately couldn't take her out, but at least that scared her away. She shouldn't be too much of an issue, hopefully. Here she is again. I'm just feeling her out. I lost a bit of health here, I need to back away. This turret's looking at me. The excellent thing about Dooku with his 3 dashes is you can most easily get into cover more so than any other hero. Take out that guy. It's a bit of a lucky swing here to actually get that kill. I can still see Anakin out the corner of my eye. So need to make sure he's not going to be a threat to me. Kind of wasted the lightning stun there. Again, I'm a bit low. Need to back away. Just constantly scanning. We're still contested. Just take out any enemies that you can see. And that there was a good example of dashing away to the side. Most infantry or a lot of players won't have reaction times quick enough to actually notice your dodge to be able to shoot you, so you can take them out quickly before they even know where you've gone. So that's another good tip. Rather than taking those kind of troopers head on, use your dashes to get to the side or behind them. Makes it much easier to take them out. I gotta be real. I almost made a mistake here, because if Han hit me with that detonite, I could have been in big trouble. So heroes are something to always got to watch out for. That was an example where I probably used the swing button way too much. Usually you can wait for the trooper to finish rolling, and then they should be fairly easy to take out. I'm anticipating that there's going to be some sort of flanks happening, because a lot of easy flanking routes on this map in particular. It's always good to move side to side with the objectives. Don't stay in the one place for too long. Make yourself as unpredictable as you possibly can to get the bigger streaks. Lost a bit of health in that exchange, but I'm fairly safe here. I'm back to full health, just about. So now I can start to be a little more aggressive. Luckily Han was low health there. I don't know how to explain this. I just kept swinging. Got plenty of time to get back inbounds. Alright, so this is where the push can be difficult. So I like to stick to the tunnels to begin with, which you'll see in a moment. And there's a nice tunnel right through the middle where you can push either left or right between the two objectives. That's a good place to sit for a saber hero, more so than a blaster, like an Iden or a Boba.
Perhaps our negotiations will be more fruitful.
Oh, thank you, Luke. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to touch the objective. That lets my teammates know that it's clear. So then maybe I have some backup, just in case I overextend. Now this heavy doesn't see me yet, so it should be easy to take him out. And here I was counting my swings. I was anticipating that swing to actually kill him, and it didn't, but I didn't need to panic. Activate Duelist around the corner before you charge into battle. Here's a bit of a rolly boy, but we're alright. Again, I'm going to touch the objective, I think. No. Yeah, I'm going to touch the objective. There we go. That just lets my teammates know that it's clear. Hopefully. Now you can actually jump up there. I don't, because I heard Obi-Wan. I thought there's a chance I could get taken out. Again, take out the one that's looking at you first. Use those dodges. Luckily the team was pushing pretty well and they managed to cap the other objective. Once again, I'm going to touch it. Now I'm getting shot at. I think that lightning actually hit him, but I couldn't tell. That could just be lag. Now we finally got some teammates on it, which is good. So now I'm free to roam and be as aggressive as I like. Still scanning. There's a couple on top of the Falcon. Again, in that case I should have taken out the heavy first, but luckily it didn't cost me, which is always nice. I don't know what this Obi-Wan's doing, but I appreciate the free kill. Now this is where I got to be careful, because I know Yoda's behind me in this case. I should have known that Yoda was behind me, but I was too focused on taking out the infantry. And this is where I got to be real careful, because they can easily take all of my health away if I'm not careful. Can't explain. I think Yoda pushed me in that case. I don't know what happened there. I was going to push that. I saw Luke and a turret, so I backed away. It's not worth pushing that. The lightning stun didn't work, which is a bit annoying. I'm low stamina, so I've got to back away. Again, I'm going side to side, making sure my movements are not predictable. I want to help out the objective as much as I can, and this is where I actually make a big mistake. So I'm taking out these troopers because my eyes are lighting up at this point, but as you can see I've lost all my health because there was a heavy at the back of that room that saw me and had a sentry lined right up on me. So what I should have done in that case is taken the heavy out first, and then I would have had plenty of time to take all of those troopers out, and I still would have had most of my health left. And now because of that, I've now got to be really careful here, and this is what ultimately leads to my death. I try and push in because I'm trying to help the objective, and I'm dead. So what I should have done in that case was backed away and just bided my time, because we still had plenty of tickets left. We only had one objective to cap. I should have been a little bit more patient, but I think I was just itching to get that 70 as quick as possible, and that's what ultimately led to my undoing. But nevertheless, still a very good streak that I was very happy with, and I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. And let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you want me to cover in future commentary videos, and what you took away and enjoyed from this particular video. There'll be plenty more of these on the way, so I'm going to get out of here now. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.